Hi everyone, I am Rajesh Kumar. I am having close to 16 plus years of experience in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. I have worked with more than 12 software organizations around the globe. I would like to introduce you all a Devops School's flagship certification program in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. This program will get started in the weekends, so get enrolled. Please contact us on the phone number given on the screen, and in fact you can email us on the contact@devopsschool.com. Kubernetes somewhere here it is. So this whole slides you can get it, but I have to bring this session to the some meaningful state. So I just want to control in my day. So what is this component is doing? So understand the flow through image. MS Paint. So now guys, this is your workstation. This is your master server. This is your worker server. Two worker right now, it can be thousands also. So this is a laptop, this is a server, master server, this is worker and office. So now in the, I said very clearly, in the workstation you need to have a kubelet, correct now? So kubelet here talk to, there is one file, okay, the file which I said here, config file, kube-config file, which you needed. How to get this file, I'll show you. So kubelet talk to the what? Because in our control plane you have so many software. Right? So kubelet will talk to what? So kubelet will talk to API server. API server.
Sorry, Raj, is it kubelet or kubectl?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, see, my bad. Major mistake. QCTL, not kubelet. QCTL. Okay. So kubectl will talk to the API server software. This is a, you can say API server is a like a place where you can HTTP access and all. It's enabled, and it has all the features whatever it's available in the Kubernetes. It's here. All the features which is available in the Kubernetes, it's available on the API server only. So we store that our packages. We say, hey, we want to deploy X number of pods. So this is your packages in YAML or JSON. I'll teach you how to create YAML and JSON. Okay. So this is sent to the API server, and this is stored in a etcd. Simple. So what is etcd? Etcd is a database. This is a one more product which is managed by CNCF. Now question is, what is CNCF? So guys, in the recording I'm giving you assignment. You need to know what is a CNCF in detail. Okay. CNCF is one organizations out of, see there's a two organizations which I'm focusing on more, CNCF and HashiCorp. As part of this course, if you look at the agenda, 4 to 5 projects I have added from HashiCorp, and 4 to 5 projects I have added from the CNCF. More than that, I guess. So these are the two vibrant organizations. You can say it's a new generation of Apache. Okay. So see here, etcd is here. I'll teach you in Envoy also in DevSecOps, core DNS, container Devops, which is managing the container. This Harbor I'll teach you in the DevSecOps. Kubernetes I'm teaching you right now. Prometheus is a part of SRE and also like that. Argo CD is I think I'm going to set up one more course for this deployment, continuous deployment. How in operation this will be added in SRE actually sooner. Argo CD. So lots of product they have it, and please spend some time here. Okay. So why this product matters to you? Because these are these are the product will be used in your production server. It's been using, but it will be used more frequently now. So yes, this is the API server and this is the etcd component. So etcd is a kind of, you can say, database. Now
Rajesh,
for the
sorry. What is this A?
A means API server.
API server. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I'm putting in a shortcut here. E means etcd, database. Okay. Now there is one more component which we have, a controller manager. So monitoring of the entire cluster is done by controller manager. And there is one more component which we have, a scheduler. We schedule the work to the worker. So this is a scheduler. So now all this thing, see here, all these component of Kubernetes, they talk to API server. kubectl also talk to API server. Okay, now this is the component of all these component also they will be installed. These utility, these are the tools actually. Install in this one tool, second tool, third tool, fourth tool. Like that. Here also the same tool will be installed. If you see that here, one tool, second tool, third tool, fourth tool. So now what is the component of worker? So only proxy. Okay, kubeproxy, kubeproxy, kubeproxy is here actually also. Okay, so now what happens? Very simple way. You send the, please hear me out. You send the request package to API server. API server stored in the etcd. API controller manager report to API server saying that hey, uh, whatever the status of cluster which has no this five container which you wanted to create, API server will learn it's not there. So API server will say, hey, scheduler, schedule the work. Now scheduler will talk to the kubelet, okay, through API server, okay, through API server, everything through API server, and kubelet will talk to the container or Docker and create a container. Kubelet create a pod, and then Docker fill the container inside this. This is how it happens. So large deployments, this is how it happens. So at a high level, did you understand that? All of you?
Yes.
So this is the architecture, guys. That is how this master can manage multiple worker, and you deploy to the master, and this guy will deploy to all of the worker. Okay. So this is the something which you need to understand. Now next question is how to deploy container in Kubernetes. Yes, that's the important question. How to deploy. Guys, let's understand the thing. You have so many resources for deploying. I will name it out now. You can deploy the container through the pod. You can deploy the container from the replication controller. You can deploy the pod through, container through replica sets. You can deploy the container from the deployment and daemon set, stateful set. I think these are the ways available. How do you deploy the container in Kubernetes? So these are the way. But I did not understand properly what exactly this is. So I'll put it in this way, in a simple context. You know laptop, physical server, you know VM, and you know container. Container means from Docker. So if you want to run application in your laptop, bare laptop, then what you do? Install the operating system. Agree with me? Agree with me?
Yeah.
When you want to install the applications using the virtual technology, you create a VM, correct now? When you want to run applications in laptop, you install operating system and then run the applications, correct? And here, when you want to run the application in the VMware, then create a VM and run the application inside that. When you want to create a container, then you want to run some applications, then create a container from the image. Agree with me?
Yeah, from Docker image.
Docker image, yes. Docker create container and container runs your applications. Correct now?
Yeah.
So we all are running applications here, and for that we are changing the platform. So guys, sorry. So guys, see, container is understood by Docker or container D. Kubernetes have no idea about the containers. Then we'll say Rajesh. Let's say if I want to run application in Kubernetes, then how do we do that in Kubernetes? So Kubernetes, if you want to run applications, then you have to deploy pod. Yes, pod. There's a new term which you have to remember. In Kubernetes, when you want to deploy the application, you need to know pod. You need to know pod. Then you say, Rajesh, I know laptop, I know VMs, I know containers. What is a pod then you are talking about? So pod is instantiated by kubelet. Remember that this is the kubelet. This is the kubelet. You have a kubelet in the control plane. You have a kubelet in worker. Kubelet is your agent running in the each node of the cluster. So kubelet is instantiated by kubelet. Pod is instantiated by kubelet. Sorry, I'm writing wrong thing actually. Kubelet. Just like you go to the Docker and you create a container, right? So you go to the kubelet and instantiate a pod. So see, I'm using the creation versus instantiation. Anyone would like to tell me here what is the difference? Instantiation versus creation.
As to spin up.
So this is assignment. Take a personal notes. You need to understand that. If you want to understand the creation of whole universe, then these two words you have to understand. This is the English word. In Hindi and Sanskrit we call it in a different way, but in English we have instantiation and creation. What is the difference? Okay, so pod is instantiated by kubelet. Okay, and pod is instantiated by kubelet. Pod contains, mind it here, this is important statement. Pod contain one container, yes, or multiple container. This up can be here. Pod get IP address, mind it, pod get IP address here, get IP address by proxy, because proxy is your networking services running in the. So here pod get all system resources. When a system resources, namespace, C groups, and capabilities. And are you able to recall this namespace? Namespace, kernel C groups, namespace means network, mount, and stuff like that. Are you able to recall that?
Yeah, we did that in Docker.
So in a simple way, all containers share a resources. Resources, don't get confused. Resources, I used to get confused also. Resources means system resources. Okay, share resources assigned to pod. So pod is who's creating, who's instantiating kubelet. What is containing? Containers, one or multiple. It get pod get IP address. All the resources assigned to the pod get used by containers of that pod. All containers share the same resource assigned to pod. So these are sufficient. So what is the job of the Kubernetes? Job of the Kubernetes to running the pod, not a container. They will try to run the pod, not the container. Then you'll say, Rajesh, what is the life cycle? So if you remember the container life cycle, create, start, stop, restart, and all this stuff you might have spent some time with that. Delete, kill, I mean remove, kill. So what is a pod lifecycle? Because I said pod you cannot create. So once you instantiated a pod, Okay, you go into the pending stage and then running the pod, and then finally succeeded or failed. That's all. These are the life cycle for them.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.